going on, everybody? My name is Eddie and welcome back to the channel. Today in this video, I just want to take you guys through a quick tutorial, small walkthrough, and show you how to find profitable items to sell on eBay. You know, you go through the groups, you watch some of the YouTube videos and so on and so forth. That is definitely one of the main questions that people ask, newer sellers. Most people who've been reselling for a while kind of eventually fall into their niche and figure out what they want or how to source it and everything like that as far as eBay goes. However, there's always something to learn. There's definitely always something to learn. Data is always changing. Information is always changing. Products are changing. What's hot is always changing, right? What's trending and everything like that. And so on a marketplace like eBay, depending on the niche, you gotta be on that cutting edge. You know what I mean? You gotta know what's selling, how much it's selling for, how fast it's selling, if you want to be successful to give yourself an edge. And I can guarantee you this: the majority of sellers are not putting a lot of effort into what they're selling, and that is evidenced by their listings. You can just go through some of the listings in any category, pick a category, look at people's feedback, look at their listings, look at their images, look at the descriptions and everything like that. They don't really put no effort into that, let alone do research. And so in this video, I'm just going to show you how to use Terapeak, a tool that eBay provides for you to find winning products. And I'm not showing you none of the products I sell or nothing like that. I'm just this is just a summary. Very general. Okay. You can figure out what you want to do and narrow things down on your own. I'm not trying to do it for you. I just want to get you started. And when I had started, I had wished there was some videos that would show these types of things. You know what I mean? I wish there was more. Everything now, and it just seemed like people just want to show like the highest selling item that they can sell. I don't know, $5,000 or who knows, man. You got a few channels out there with some real down to earth, practical type of information. But I think, especially if you're a beginner, you need to start with the basics. You need to build a foundation. Or you don't even have to be a beginner. If you just find yourself struggling, the products, maybe you're not finding winning products, you're not finding items that have a very good sell through, you know, or a very good average sell price. These things are easy to remedy. All you have, the information is there. All you got to do is put it in the time and effort. All right, let's go ahead over to the computer screen. Okay, guys, here we go. Today we are going to do a little product research, okay? And I don't have specific products that I'm going to pull up, and I'm definitely not going to reveal the products that I'm selling. You can look at my store and see that for the most part, but what I do want to do is to show you guys how to use Terapeak to do research into which categories and which type of products you should be sourcing. So all you have to do is reverse engineer once you find what you need and find out how to source that particular product. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start right here. I went under the research tab, and you do have to have, I think if I'm not mistaken, eBay may have changed this, but either way, under the research tab in your eBay account, you would just go to Terapeak product research, or actually I'm sorry, Terapeak sourcing insights. Okay, there are 3 tabs here: save categories, search and browse, and top categories. Now here's some of my save categories, of course, because I sell in the health and beauty and cosmetics and some other things, but I got anti-aging products, deodorants and antiperspirants, so on and so forth, right, that relate to that particular niche. However, one thing you can do is, if you don't have any save categories, which of course if you haven't done any research here yet, you won't, you can do search and browse. Okay, and under search and browse, it's going to give you these different category choices, or you can type in a choice or product by name, ID, or so on and so forth, right? Now let's just say I want to go and look under health and beauty. Then it's going to give me more choices. Okay, and I can pick from any of these choices from this drop down menu. Let's go to bath and body, and now under bath and body, it narrows it down a little bit further. Okay, let's pick body washes and shower gels. All right, now here's what it shows us for body washes and shower gels. our click-through rate over time, and this goes from October, all right, all the way to September. So this would be October of 2021 to September, so it's almost a year. You look at a 0.44% starting in October. November goes up a little, February goes back down, and then starting in March it goes way down to 30.35%. Starts going back up in April, May, June, July, stays about the same, so it kind of, you know, flattens out, and it went down and back up a little, actually down a little bit more in September, okay, for body washes and things like that. Now if you click on this arrow, it's going to show you the total listings over time. You look at how many listings there are, and if you click on the arrow again, it's going to show you total items sold over time, and it shows you the up and down and up and down. I mean, for the most part though, this is just pretty steady. This is pretty steady sales. Now those are the three things that it'll show you with those tabs. If you scroll down, what you'll be able to find is type shower gel, Bath and Body Works, area body. So it'll show you the different types of items that are selling and how they're selling. So look, for instance, Bath and Body Works, area body, this has 1,816,494 impressions, 6,500 clicks. There's about almost 16,000 active listings. The sell through is 6.25%, which is good, and the average sold price is $18.66. It only has a 0.18% return rate. If I click on this arrow here, it's going to take me to these Bath and Body Works products, okay? Because remember, over here, this was shower gel brand Bath and Body Works. So it's going to show you how these Bath and Body Works products have been doing. These are solds right here. So the first tab up here on your left, top left, is solds. And if I look, you'll see the average solds, right, over time. And you see average sold price $18.92, ranges from $1.25, which is probably plus shipping, up to $200. And you can just read that information there. There's 47,000 and there's almost $48,000 in sales there. Now you can look at your active listings, and on the active listings you can see what people are selling and what they're selling for. Okay, Bath and Body Works shower gel body wash, new Bath and Body Works Forever Red shower gel, right, $9.99 free shipping, 16 watchers, right? It'll show you if the listing is promoted or not. And if you click on the edit tab, you can just sell similar straight from there if you wanted to. Let's go back to these solds, because then you can kind of look at what's sold and what for how much, and if you're able to source these things, you can get them. Okay, so that's Bath and Body Works. Same thing would go for any of the rest of these. Okay, any of the rest of these as you go down, or you can just type in something. Like I said, you can go to explore item specifics, type shower gel, sorted body wash, exfoliant. This will show you the type of item specifics that people are using. And again, I am only doing health and beauty, but this pertains to any category you want to sell in. You can see what item specifics people are using in the top selling categories and items. Impressions, almost 7 million impressions, almost 26,000 clicks. There's 68,000 active listings, and it has a 7.28% sell through out of $21.72 average sold price. All right, and then you can look at your top listings, and this will show you the top listings. This listing right here, Lumi, you pick whatever body wash, shows you that it has $2,600 in sales, 203 clicks, 9,200 impressions, average sold price is $26. And then you can just scroll down and see whatever else is there. Okay, now this is what you would use if you wanted to do a search and browse, and you can do all formats, auction and fixed price, and all conditions, new and cannot be specified. Well, this probably because this is health and beauty, but if you were selling in a category that allowed used items to be sold, it will give you an option for used. Okay, and if you wanted to, you can save this category and save this search. So guys, this is how you will begin your research process. If you got an item in mind, you can search out that item specifically, or you can just, if you wanted to do a more broad search, you would just start with a specific category, find the top performing items in that category, and then narrow it down from there. And then you would just have to find out how you can source those items yourself. We're going to go over here to top categories. Okay, now what this is going to do is going to show you what eBay considers the top categories at the moment. All right, it says all data from the last 30 days. Action figures, good opportunity. Athletic shoes, of course, almost always a top category. Books, CCG individual cards, and collectible card games. Okay, this is very, very valuable information. You know, I think a lot of people just really miss how valuable this information here is, and they've done a lot with Terapeak and a lot with providing you with information and analytics on categories and products in those specific categories and how well they're doing. All right, so look, you can keep going down. Video game consoles, vinyl records, video games, women handbags. Let's go back up to the top real quick though. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at athletic shoes first. Okay, it shows you for athletic shoes, it has a search volume of 14 million. Let's just say 14.2 million. There are 2.8 million active listings, and it says search to listing ratio 4.9%, and it has an 8.5% sell through. That is crazy. That is crazy. So there's a lot of people searching for athletic types of shoes. There's a lot of listings, but there are way more searches than there are listings, and the search ratio is 4.9%, and you got an 8% sell through, almost a 9% sell through. Even with action figures, you got 13.7 million searches for those, and 6.7 million active listings. Only has a 2% search ratio, but a 6.81% sell through rate, which is awesome. As opposed to if you go down here with books have a 5.8 million search volume. Sell through down here is only 1.74%. So you know, you would have to be expecting to wait a little if you were selling books, but you could still narrow it down to the fastest selling books if you wanted to. All right, but let's go back up here. We're going to click on this arrow here on athletic shoes, and here what it's going to do is you'll still have all formats, conditions, new, used, and pre-owned that you can search. You can save that category if you want it, and you can see your click-through rate over time. And you see this gray line right here. This just shows you that it's going down over time from last October all the way to September. You would have to assume though that new shoes will begin to go up, and this shows you the line here, the total listings over time, that the listings are starting to trend upward, and total solds over time. December, look at December, last December, that's the highest point on the chart right here is December. Lowest point seems to be February. Definitely February. February even did worse than the summer. And as of right now, you know, I don't know if you can say it's trending upward, but you would expect it to start going up. If you look at this end of last year, you would expect it to start doing the same thing. All right. Now, if we go down, you'll be able to see which department. Men's Nike, and it shows you the shoe sizes. Jordan. So these are of course they would be the top ones, and you can explore item specifics that people are using. Department, men, unisex adults, teens, and you can see the top listings. And the top listings aren't even necessarily Jordans or Nikes, right? You got the Adidas right here. You got some Travis Scott Nikes though. You got some more Adidas. You do got a bunch of Jordans. You got some Yeezys up in there, and so on and so forth, right? So I mean, if you can get your hands on some of these shoes, they definitely would probably make you a good amount of money. But even if you can't, what you can do is just do a search for the type of shoe that you would want to sell. Let's go back here. We'll go to clothing, shoes and accessories, men's shoes, and let's just say athletics, and see if we get a different result. It's about the same. Yeah, it's exactly the same. Alright, we're gonna go back to top categories, and then we are going to look at video game consoles. 17% sell-through as it would be expected. Of course, they peak from November all the way up to January. Then they dip all the way down in March to its lowest point. Kind of, I guess you can say flatline here. Go down again right until you get probably back to October, pretty much November. So next month, if you wanted to start listing consoles, you would probably want to start getting them up now, and then next month the sales will start rolling in probably up until January. Sony PlayStations, Nintendo 3DS, Sony PlayStation 3, 2, Nintendo DS, 3DS, and it'll show you everything you need to know, all the impressions, all the clicks, all the active listings, the sell through. You can explore item specifics, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, Sega. Somebody even used unbranded. You can see what your top listings are and how they're performing. Xbox, more Xboxes, Sony PlayStations. Okay guys, so like I said, I wasn't doing this for any specific type of item. I just wanted to give you guys and gals a overall overview of how to use this tool. This is a very, very important tool. I know some people talk about man, I can't think of it right now. I forget the name of the other one that people use and they pay for. But and I feel like that I've used that tool before, and it has a different purpose, I think, you know, especially if you want to sell new items or source items from, you know, China or something like that. But this is good because this shows you, I think, gives you a more in-depth analysis of what's going on eBay, you know, and that's what you want to know. I think that if you're not using this, you really need to start using it. Start using it to find profitable categories, and then once you find a category that you think you would like selling in, or that you already sell in, go to that category and see what the top 10 performing items are. Okay, the top 10 performing items, narrow them down, see what you can source, and you can just kind of keep going from there and reverse engineering every one of those items all the way back to the source, and then go ahead and put them up. All right guys, so did you see how easy that was? Very simple, very straightforward. You just start with you can start with a category and narrow it down from there, or you can start by typing in a specific item and go from there. But either way, that is a treasure trove of information, treasure trove. And there is no way that you should be selling on eBay and not using that. And I'm not saying that you're always going to find something or always going to find something that you want to sell, can source. But one thing is for sure, you can find winning items in good categories with very good to high sell-through rates, hands down, no problem at all. And then you can just go back, work backwards from there, and find out how to source those items and start getting your listings going. Okay, so do me a favor, if you found this video helpful and informative, please hit that like button, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so that you're notified the next time I upload another video.